take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful. First-year coach with no experience, win championship. 67 wins put them as a top 5 team of all time. Combination of their offense and defense made them one of the best teams ever. And it was something Kenny and I were not used to. We're used to seeing big guards dominate. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Penny Hardaway. Steph Curry has the same body as Kenny's son. Kenny's son is 19-year-old. Guy has no chest muscles, but he dominates.
Yeah, KJ has no chest muscles. But I'll tell you what, people can say what they want, and they've said, oh, they won because of injuries. What? You beat who's in front of you. Congratulations, Golden State Warriors.
When you look back,
NBA champs.
Will you consider them one of the great champions?
Well, to be a great champion, you have to be back-to-back.
Stop it, Ernie.
Three
Cut it out, Ernie.
No.
No, I'm just saying that's a 67-win team that won the championship.
WF D. Whoop.
The Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, glowing brightly in a beautiful night. Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So it's the Warriors now. Curry with him. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Clarkson.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Here's Los Angeles now. Bryant passes to Russell. Back to Bryant. It's tipped. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. About a minute played so far here in the first. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Curry. Nobody near Barnes. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Clarkson kicks to Randall. Pass to Bryant. From deep three-point range, the Lakers rebound. And the pass to Clarkson. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thank you, Doris. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. The feed now to Curry. All sorts of time. No good. In and out, off the rim.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
That's his first personal foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Good. Thompson's got 5 points so far. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. Yeah, he probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Bass comes in for Randall, and it's Williams in for Clarkson. Lakers trail by 9. Russell dishes to Bryant. Back to Russell. He feeds it to Bass. He kicks it to Hibbert. To halt the run. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Nick Young's checked in for the Lakers. Different look here for the Warriors. Spades checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert, and it's Clarkson in for Bryant. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Spates. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. Signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 11. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here is Livingston. Pass to Spates. To the inside. Livingston, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
That one misses.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find the time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Here is Nance after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Black. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 13. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Barbosa. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the night. Nance passes to Brown. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Kelly. Here's Black. The second chance effort. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And the struggles continue, guys, and really it's about those turnovers. They've been the culprit.
Yeah, 5 already, Greg, and they've just been too casual, too much profiling out there to start the game.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Livingston hits both of them.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
Lakers trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. That is good. 6 points for Iguodala.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's stolen. Here's Livingston. No luck. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You know, you try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the small forward.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist column and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will lie. With his numbers or his athleticism, Clark, he brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Bryant is checked in for Nick Young.
Substitution for the Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. They double him with Green. Russell with it. Now Green defending with the shot. The shot by Kobe, no good.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in, and Bryant wide open. He shoots. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Now, here's Bogut. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Russell kicks to Sacre. It's hauled in by Bogut. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
That's his first personal foul.
Bryant is doubled. Sacre dishes to Clarkson. There's the bucket. Good. Clarkson's got his first basket of the night. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Warriors leading by 18. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You gotta be more still on defense. They're getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Barnes passes to Kerr. And it's sent back by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break. Fades away. Bass can't get it to go.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finish with the league best 28 road wins.
The Lakers making a switch here. Young's checked in. Just his first attempt. Russell, no luck.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Lakers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
And now, here comes Young leading the break. It's stolen by Green. And Thompson kicks to Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road. We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
Julius Randle's checked in for Brandon Bass. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Livingston.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And so it's the Lakers with it. The Warriors making the shot. And stolen by Spates. Here is Livingston. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Green. Here's the three. Up again. And the slam dunk by Spates.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Spates has got his third basket of the night. And the Lakers have possession. It's stolen by Green. Young with the steal. Throws it from deep. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Hitter comes in for Sack. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. The Warriors also with a sub. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. A minute 20 left now here in the second.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Vasili's checked in for Golden State. Spates against Hibbert. Barbosa passes to Iguodala. They double team Iguodala. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Bryant is checked in for the Lakers. The dish to Livingston. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Randle. And that one hits back iron.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
They're settling. They've got to keep getting the ball inside, create some balance offensively. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Williams. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Passes to Spates. All sorts of time. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Maurice Spates.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Lou Williams is checked in for the Lakers. Curry, a screen on Kobe. Barnes. And he dunks it down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Fade away. Green with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Kobe. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Wow.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Got a piece of it. Green dishes to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly but very efficiently.
Barnes, nice touch on the bank shot. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Randall no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring